It's time now for the Muletrain News Program on this Wednesday, November the 10th, 2021, brought to you today by Leal's Mexican Restaurant. Make sure to go to the front page of our website, muleshoetv.com. You can see Monday's Muleshoe City Council meeting, the regular meeting for the month of November, where at the very first of the meeting they honored Muleshoe veterans who served in the military. You can see that, a very good program at the first of the Muleshoe City Council meeting, along with at the very end during the administrative reports. They announced that Municipal Judge Juana Shelburne has announced her retirement, and also some of the Chamber of Commerce dates for the parade and other things, Shop Small Saturday and other things that will be held here in the city of Muleshoe coming up for these holiday seasons. All that available on the front page of our website, the live stream from Monday and Muleshoe City Council meeting for the month of November. And we wish Juana Shelburne a very, very happy retirement. She's been at the city for 17 years, and of course before she went to the city as our municipal judge, she worked for us here at Channel 6. Tomorrow morning on Thursday, November the 11th, on Veterans Day, they will have a Veterans Day program at Muleshoe High School, and all veterans are welcome to come, invited at Muleshoe High School Carey Moore Auditorium. The program will begin at 9:30 a.m. there at the auditorium at MHS, and all the staff and students invite all of our area veterans to come to their Veterans Day celebration at the MHS Carey Moore Auditorium Thursday, November the 11th at 9:30 a.m. I will be there to film it, and we'll put that up later in the day on Thursday. Well, also available on the front page of our website, make sure to go back and watch last Friday night's thrilling win of the Muleshoe Mules over the Littlefield Wildcats in the big rivalry War on 84 game. It took 3 overtimes, but the Mules finally overcame the Wildcats 38-36, and congratulations to Coach Richards, his staff, all the players. And this is Coach Richards' second season. He's got the Mules in second place in our district and into the playoffs. So the District 2-3A standings end like this. First place, and the district champs are the Bushland at 4-0 and 7-3 overall. Second place is the Mules at 3-1 and 5-5 overall. Third place, River Road at 2-2 and 6-4. Fourth place and going to the playoffs, Dalhart at 1-3 and 2-8, and then missing the playoffs is fifth place Littlefield at 0-4 and 3-7. So the by-district matchup will be the Muleshoe Mules versus Brownfield. It will take place at 7 o'clock tomorrow evening, Thursday, November the 11th, back at Wildcat Stadium in Littlefield. It's $5 for adults, $3 for students. Muleshoe will be the home team, so sit on the west side of the stadium. And again, the Brownfield team is coming in from third place in 1-3A. They're 3-2 in their district and 3-7 overall. So the by-district matchups for 2-3A and 1-3A are Shallowater versus Dalhart and Bushland versus Slayton. That's the 1s versus the 4s. And then Denver City versus River Road and Muleshoe versus Brownfield. And go out and support the Mules again. Thursday evening tomorrow, Thursday, November the 11th, 7 p.m. is kickoff time at Wildcat Stadium in Littlefield. It's $5 for adults, $3 for students. The big by-district matchup between Muleshoe and Brownfield. Brownfield lost during the regular season to Freona, 35-14. I'll give the scores if it's a similar opponent that the Mules faced during the 2021 season. They lost to Tulia, 38-13. They lost to Idalou, Big Spring, San Angelo, Lakeview, Shallowater, Denver City. Then they beat Kermit, Slayton, and Lamesa 41-22. Of course, several years ago, the UIL sold all of the video broadcast rights for every playoff game from 1A to 6A, from by-district to the state championship, to a regional cable sports carrier. At first it was Fox Sports Southwest. Now it's Bally Sports Southwest. And we will not be covering any of the playoff games. But good luck to the Mules, and beat Brownfield Thursday night. Also, another exciting thing to report to you is the 7th grade A-team Mules. Last week they beat Littlefield 46-0, so they end their season undefeated and district champs. So congratulations to the 7th grade Muleshoe Mules football team. Bailey County Electric Cooperative Association is happy to announce the Youth Tour delegates who will represent the cooperative in Washington, D.C. in June for an all-expenses-paid trip around Washington, D.C., our capital, are Grayson Waldrop from Farwell High School, Lily Castro, Reese Reynolds, and Cash Reader, all from Muleshoe High School. So congratulations to Grayson Waldrop from Farwell. Then from Muleshoe, Lily Castro, Reese Reynolds, and Cash Reader, as all 4 of these students were chosen from 15 candidates who interviewed for the trip, and they will have this trip of a lifetime, all expenses paid, trip around Washington, D.C. in June. We shared their picture on our 2 Facebook pages, Gil Lamb, Channel 6 Muleshoe, along with our Twitter feed, Channel 6 Muleshoe. Well, the Bailey County Ministerial Alliance Thanksgiving service is scheduled for a normal service this year at the First United Methodist Church on Sunday evening, November the 21st, beginning at 6 p.m., and everyone is invited in the entire area. Again, the Bailey County Ministerial Alliance Community Thanksgiving service will be this Sunday evening, November 21st, at 6 p.m. at the First United Methodist Church. We'll be back with more Muletrain news and information in just a few moments, so please stay tuned. This edition is brought to you today by Leal's Mexican Restaurant.
I am Isla Reynolds, and I know enough about quality, authentic Mexican food to know it gets no better than Leal's Mexican Restaurant at 1010 West American Boulevard in Muleshoe, Texas. The yummy chips and salsa enchiladas made with love and finest of ingredients. Dine in now or carry out by calling 806-272-3294. The original in business since 1957, Leal's Mexican Restaurant in Muleshoe, Texas.
It's time now for the weather forecast, brought to you here on Gillam Advertising Channel 6 in the Muletrain by K&K Pharmacy, located at 1411 West American Boulevard, your local hometown home-owned pharmacy, with Christine Isaacson and Crystal Alicon, the 2 pharmacists, and their wonderful employees at K&K Pharmacy. They're open Monday through Fridays, 9 a.m. till 6 p.m., and they remind you that they're having a Give What You Can food drive. Let's work together to fill our local food pantry for the community this holiday season. All donations are welcome. Just drop off your donations at the pharmacy Monday through Friday, 9 until 6 p.m., now through December the 10th at 1411 West American Boulevard, K&K Pharmacy. And they remind you they're now accepting appointments for children ages 5 through 11 to get the Pfizer COVID vaccine. Call the pharmacy now to make an appointment. That's 806-272-7511. K&K Pharmacy right here in Muleshoe, where they can also test you for COVID-19 or give you a flu test. Please call in advance, 806-272-7511, or give a COVID vaccine for anyone ages 5 and older. Call today to make your appointment, 806-272-7511 at K&K Pharmacy, 1411 West American Boulevard, right here in Muleshoe. Come into the store, or you can call and they will deliver to your home, or use their convenient drive-through on the west side of the building. Well, looking at our rain total so far, it has stayed the same over the past 4 or 5 weeks. We have 17 inches and 5 100ths at the Muleshoe Mesonet Station for the year of 2021 into November. Our average over the last 20 years there at that station is 17 inches and 7/10, so we're real close, just a little bit below our yearly 20-year average there at the Muleshoe Mesonet station. Again, 17 inches and 5/100ths so far in the year of 2021, but it really has been quite dry. Our last big rain was in the very first couple of days of October, and since then, really no rain at all here for Muleshoe. Well, sunny conditions today for Wednesday, high near 72 degrees, north-northwest winds 15 to 20 miles per hour. Clear tonight, low around 30, northeast winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Then sunny on Thursday, Veterans Day, high near 65 degrees, northeast winds 5 to 15 miles per hour, becoming south-southwest in the afternoon. Thursday night, mostly clear, low around 30, south-southwest winds 5 to 15 miles per hour, becoming north after midnight. Sunny on Friday, high near 59, north winds 5 to 15 miles per hour, becoming east in the afternoon hours. Then Friday night, mostly clear, low around 29. Sunny on Saturday, high near 70 degrees, southwest winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. Saturday night, mostly clear, low around 35. Sunny on Sunday, high near 66, mostly clear Sunday night, low around 33. Sunny on Monday, high near 70, mostly clear Monday night, low around 37. Then sunny on Tuesday next week, high near 77. K&K Pharmacy has presented to you this edition of the weather forecast. Well, Dr. Bruce Purdy is retiring after 45 years in practice right here in Muleshoe in the field of medicine, and he and Cindy will be moving to Lubbock. He will retire on December 31st, 2021, and the community is planning a retirement reception for Friday, December the 17th, so mark that on your calendar, 4 until 6 p.m. at the First Baptist Church Fellowship Hall. We'll have more information as that gets closer and is being planned more, but a big retirement reception will be Friday, December 17th, 4 until 6 p.m. at the First Baptist Church Fellowship Hall for Dr. Bruce Purdy. He and Cindy will be moving to Lubbock as he will retire at the end of the year. Lots of activities going on up at high school this week. They are testing for COVID at 4 p.m. this afternoon at the multidisciplinary room at Muleshoe High School. Then, of course, we mentioned on Thursday, tomorrow, November the 11th at 9:30 in the morning, the MHS Veterans Day program. They'll have a big by-district pep rally at the MHS Gymnasium at 11:15 a.m. that morning. And then, of course, the playoff game will be at 7 p.m. kickoff at Littlefield, the Mules versus Brownfield by-district playoff games to go out and support the Mules Thursday night in Littlefield. On Friday, November the 12th this week, the Lady Mules will begin action in the Spring Lake Earth basketball tournament, so good luck to them. At 1:45, as we mentioned, the DeShazo 5th grade fall music program will be in the Carrie Moore Auditorium. Then Benny Douglas Stadium at 7 on Friday, November the 12th, will host a by-district playoff game, Abernathy versus Freona. Saturday, November 13th, the Spring Lake Earth basketball tournament continues for the Lady Mules, and then MHS Robotics will be in competition at Denver City. We will be filming that 5th grade fall music program. It's entitled From the Inside Out, and again, it will be Friday, November the 12th at 1:45 in the afternoon at Carrie Moore Auditorium, and we will be filming it and putting it up later on Saturday. That will be our Meet Your Neighbor program for the month of November, brought to you by United Supermarkets. And thanks so much to Susan White, the music teacher there at DeShazo Elementary, for inviting us again Friday, November the 12th, 1:45 p.m. The fall music program from the 5th grade, From the Inside Out, will be performed at the Carrie Moore Auditorium. Well, we want to apologize as we had technical difficulties with the First United Methodist Church in their Sunday service from this past Sunday, and the file was corrupt. And I went up to the church in the balcony on the computer and couldn't find a backup file, so we didn't have the program from this past Sunday at the First United Methodist Church. We apologize for that. Of course, join us every Sunday at 11 a.m. live stream, the First Baptist Church, and then a delayed broadcast from the Calvary Baptist Church and Brother Jeff Kaufman, and then the First United Methodist Church, all 3 full services delayed and live streamed. That's all at muleshoetv.com. Well, there will be a final Marynell Bleecker estate sell. Everything must go. Make an offer on anything at 1808 West Birch Street in the Harvey Addition behind the Chinese restaurant. Saturday only, November the 20th here in Muleshoe from 1 until 5 p.m. or until everything is gone. They'll have furniture, a 1960s dining table with 2 leaves, 6 wooden chairs, a bedroom set, a divan, recliner, chair, bookcases, end table, TV consoles, vacuum cleaner, antiques, dishes, canning jars, butane grill, porch swing, and lots more miscellaneous items at this final Bleecker estate sale Saturday, November the 20th, 1 until 5 p.m. at 1808 West Birch Avenue in the Harvey Addition right behind the Chinese restaurant. We'll be back with more Muletrain news in just a few moments, so please stay tuned.
I grew up in De Leon, Texas. De Leon is a town in north central Texas. In 2011, I went to Philadelphia College of Osteopathic Medicine. I graduated in 2015. I did an internship in Jersey City. I stayed there and completed a residency in family medicine, and I started here August of 2018. So I actually see patients from the full newborn screening exams to very old, so everything in between. It's important as you get on in life that you establish a relationship with a doctor, that you're able to discuss personal issues and have a trust there. And so as soon as you can establish that relationship, you and your doctor are a team and you're working towards this goal. And the better you can work with your doctor as a team, the more honest you are with your doctor, the more information you can give him, the better the results will be.
Well, they are in critical need for blood right now here in the entire South Plains Panhandle region, and they will have a Muleshoe Community Blood Drive here in town Friday, November the 12th, 11:30 a.m. until 3 p.m. at the Calvary Baptist Church Old Fellowship Hall at 18th and Avenue C. To schedule an appointment, please call 806-331-8833 or go by yourbloodinstitute.org online to set up your appointment to donate blood this coming Friday, November 12th, 11:30 a.m. till 3 p.m. at the Old Fellowship Hall of the Calvary Baptist Church, 18th and Avenue C here in Muleshoe. All donors will receive a Blaze Coffee Accident Awareness t-shirt, a complimentary Synergy movie pass, and a free COVID-19 antibody test. Again, they're in dire need for blood here in the entire area. And thought we would give you a COVID-19 update from the Texas Health Department for Bailey County. We've gone from 9 active cases of COVID-19 mid-October to 5 the next week, 3 the first week of November, and this week as of Tuesday, November the 9th, we only have 2 active cases of COVID-19 here in Bailey County. When looking at our vaccination rates for Bailey County, according to the Texas Health Department, they've changed the parameters up as now the approval for those 5 and older to get a COVID vaccine have gone through. And so Bailey, as of Tuesday, November the 9th here in Bailey County, those 5 and over that have been fully vaccinated are 38.4% of the population. Those 65 and older is still at 68%. So if you haven't got your COVID vaccination yet, make sure to go by and do that. You can do it at K&K Pharmacy, any of the clinics at the Muleshoe Medical Center, or several other places here in town like the pharmacy at United, and get your vaccination now and protect yourself and your family and our community from COVID-19. They will have a second grade Christmas program at the end of the month. It will be on November the 30th at 10 a.m. at the Dillman Elementary Cafeteria. and then another performance at 6 p.m. that evening. And D.D. Smith, the music director at Dillman, invites everyone to come out to their annual second grade Christmas program at Dillman Elementary in their cafeteria on November the 30th, 10 a.m. performance, or the 6 p.m. evening performance for parents. Well, we went out and shot a few minutes of video from Saturday's Muleshoe Merry Market out at the Bailey County Coliseum, put on by Kenzie Green. And, of course, that's the 9th annual. They didn't have one last year because of COVID-19, so it's actually been the last 10 years. They've had 9 of them. And, boy, it was extremely successful as the parking lot was packed and the aisles were packed there in the Coliseum. Over 60 vendors. There was 6 or 7 food trucks outside as well, and many, many people from all over the area who came to Muleshoe for the successful Muleshoe Merry Market. You can see our video on our 2 Facebook pages, Gil Lamb, Channel 6 Muleshoe, our Twitter feed, Channel 6 Muleshoe, or our YouTube channel, Gil Lamb Advertising. Well, on your prayer list today, please remember Maureen Hooten, who's recently moved from Muleshoe. Her new address is she's at Legacy of South Plains, 10711 Indiana Avenue, apartment 414, Lubbock, Texas, 79423. If you want to write or visit Maureen, if she recently has moved from Muleshoe, please keep Maureen Hooten on your prayer list today. Daryl Embry needs to be on your prayer list as well. Judy Wilbanks, Larry Combs, Kearney Scoggin, Betty Ott, Ed and Carol Cox, Carolyn Stovall, J.W. Harrington, Melba and Tom Bratcher, Margaret Berman, Betty Noble, Joe Jinks, Buck Campbell, Marjorie Morgan, Wanda Cockerham, Ruby Green, Marilyn Cox. Keep Mom on your prayer list today. Megan Reynolds, she's been referred to a speech and language clinic for some treatments. Ronnie Angeli. Remember Bruce and Cindy Purdy as they move from Muleshoe. Jeff Skipworth needs to be on your prayer list today. Remember Teresa McNabb and Renee Copley, Orvis Burris, Bill Vandiver, Kelvin Johnson, Connie and Robert Alanis needs to be on your prayer list today. Remember the family of Tony Poteet, the family of Anne-Marie Clayton Kelly, the family of Maria Rodriguez, the family of J.C. Gatewood needs to be on your prayer list today, the family of Robert Fuentes of Earth, the family of Kendall Obenhouse Long, the family of Sherry Lynn Embry, and the family of Roger Pena. Keep all these families grieving the recent loss of a loved one on your prayer list. Well, it's just about time for us to go on this edition of the Muletrain News, brought to you today by Leal's Mexican Restaurant. You can hear our latest Muletrain News program free of charge on demand on our website. Go to muleshoetv.com. Click on the Muletrain News link at the top center of the page.
This is Tumbleweed Smith. Prairie dogs and jackrabbits as pets. Details in a moment on The Sound of Texas.
The Sound of Texas is brought to you here on MuleshoeTV.com by Bailey County Electric Cooperative Association, with offices in Muleshoe at 610 East American Boulevard, as well as in Morton at 1744 State Highway 114. They're celebrating rural electrification right here in the Muleshoe area through Bailey County Electric since 1939. They are owned by the members that they serve. Call 806-272-4504. Check them out online at BCEC. COOP.com. The board of directors, the members, the employees, the manager, CEO David Markle, all hope you enjoy this Sound of Texas with Tumbleweed Smith.
Teddy Rushing of Childress spends lots of time collecting junk and antiques. He has the piano on which the 12th Street Rag was composed. He's learning to play the piano now. He already knows how to play the violin, guitar, banjo, and mandolin. Teddy Rushing is an amateur archaeologist. He studies the stars and is an expert on grafting trees. He spent 55 years making custom cowboy boots, and one of his customers was the cowboy movie star Gene Autry.
He run into the Oklahoma Cowboys in Chicago that I played with, and they all had my boots on. They had one pair of boots that I just shipped them with a steer head on the side of them, and he wanted a pair of boots like that. His main boots were butterfly boots. He wore butterflies, but he changed to that steer's head on there. He may be a movie star, but I tell you, he wasn't an artist, 'cause he drew that boot so I'd know what kind he wanted. 'Cause I hold all those patterns. I still have them. All the patterns I've ever cut. And at one time, Gene turned in an order for every pattern, new pattern I cut, to make him a pair of boots.
When he was a boy, he made pets out of prairie dogs.
Caught him in little bitty steel traps. And the mail hacks was running, and then, between Childers and Paducah, and my mother were cooking for him. And I was just a little white-headed kid, 4 or 5 years old, big enough to get bit. I got to selling them prairie dogs to travelers 50 cents a piece.
He says ground squirrels make the best pets. He once had some ground squirrels that nursed some young rabbits. He trained some jackrabbits so well they used to sleep with him.
A jackrabbit's about the most unruly rabbit that you can get a hold of. You can train them to stand on their hind feet and fight. You could train them to come to you. It took about 5 years to train a rabbit. He was ready to die by the time you got him trained.
Teddy Rushing of Childress has been the subject of several panhandle artists. I'm Tumbleweed Smith with the Sound of Texas.